We are back. We are wearing the same outfits as before because
Yes.
we haven't changed or showered.
No, we
in
haven't.
Many days.
We haven't changed or showered in a week.
Just kidding. Gotcha.
Yeah, the real answer is get freaking pranked, idiot, because the real answer is that I've been out of town for a little while, but now by the time you see this video, I'll be back in town.
Yeah. And you know what I love is I love how we're playing with time because in reality, you haven't left yet. But
that is
their
true.
Reality,
I have
in their reality, you're already back.
Yeah, but
A whole, like, 2 weeks has gone by.
let's do the time warp again. No, for real though, and also, I don't know what I'm saying, but this is me from now when you're watching it. Oh my God, I had such a great time in Florida. It was amazing. I saw my family. It was wonderful. It was a key.
It was everything we needed.
Yeah.
And I love how we play with time here.
Yeah.
We offer a lot here at Contain Yourself.
Imagine time is like a fushigi, and we're going like this.
And I know what a fushigi is.
You don't know what a fushigi is?
No.
It is an as seen on TV glass ball. I can't believe you haven't seen what a fushigi is.
Maybe.
It's a glass ball, and then they would hold it and be like, fushigi!
Okay.
How are they doing
It's coming back to me.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Unlocking.
Whoa.
They're like, fushigi! And it was just a glass ball. That looked like it had another ball in it.
I always, Orbeez.
Yes, I think I had Orbeez.
I would have eaten them and I probably would have died.
Yeah.
Pop them right in.
Pop them right in, put them in my nose, I don't know.
Put them up my butt.
Orbeez up the butt? Yeah. Love an Orbeez.
I really wanted, like, it's literally a dream of mine to, like, put them in my bathtub and then, like, have them expand real big.
Yes.
And get in the bathtub and
yes. Orby bath. I want to do an Orby bath, okay?
No, I'm like, it's like if you could take a bath with boba.
Yeah.
That's what that is to me.
Or you can get a bunch of boba. Take a bath in boba.
Yeah. Have you ever tried making?
I have tried making boba.
And we will be wearing full
suit.
Sun protection style swimsuit.
I will be wearing a 3-piece suit as I get into a
We'll be wearing more clothing than we're currently wearing.
Yeah, a lot.
Less skin will be showing.
I'll wear every clothing item I have and then go into an Orby bath.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, not to bring up Cloudy for Chance of Meatballs again.
Well,
I guess it's the movie that defined us.
Yes.
But the Jello like house.
Yeah.
And the Jello pool.
No. That movie, and what's funny is that
There's a leak in the boat.
I absolutely love God with the Chance of Meatballs. I think it's one of my favorite like animated movies. I literally quote it constantly. I always talk about it. What? Do it. Do the bit. Yes, I do. And I will edit it in the clip.
Yeah.
But I love like when Flint Lockwood goes into the house and starts pelting people with ice cream. With ice cream or random food, and they literally they get hit with it and they like land like this. Like a chalk drawing. I am obsessed with that. I'm addicted to that, and people were editing that to like, I think I'm gonna die in this house. I'm obsessed with that movie. So good, very much comfort movie.
Yeah.
I want to watch that on the plane. Or I mean, I did watch it on the plane when I was on it.
Yeah.
Yep. On my Delta flight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't think I've flown Delta before.
It's a good non-stop to my city A. The thing is with Delta, the actual price of the ticket may be a tad more expensive than the rest of the flights. Because at this point, all flights are really expensive. They may be more expensive, but you get a lot more. Delta, I will do an ad for you. I love you, Delta.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, please. I've been a very loyal customer, okay? But they're really solid for like not a bunch of extra fees.
Yeah.
And like paying for a bunch of extra things. And when you fly across the country and you have a lot of baggage, like I do multiple times a year, it's like it's
Having
worth
to pay to check your bag is crazy.
It is crazy. And I'm pretty sure like on some Delta things you do have to pay to check it, but it's like it's still way cheaper than like buying a whole other bag on like another airline. But it's very convenient because it's already accounted for, and when it's a long flight, it's honestly really convenient. I like it because I don't take a lot of short flights. I take big long flights twice a year. Yeah.
Well, because I will never be a carry-on girl. I'm not a carry-on warrior. I will be checking
that bag. I was a carry-on warrior until now I travel with my cat.
Oh.
And so the cat goes under my feet. Like the cat goes at my feet, and my backpack is now my like carry-on because the cat's the personal item.
Where does the cat pee?
See, that's the thing. You have to travel with like a travel litter box that's collapsible, and you travel with like 2 bags, so like quart-sized bags of litter. They check it at TSA, like they like test it and stuff for like, you know, spooky material, whatever. I'm West Asian in an airport. Like I'm on my P's and Q's, okay? I'm on my best behavior there. But you do that, and then after you get it checked and stuff at TSA, that's when I personally will go to like a single bathroom, like a single stall. Some places have pet relief areas. They're mostly dog forward. Because it's just a bunch of dogs on leashes.
Yeah,
it's horrible. For cat owners, it's horrible. So I'll go into like the single stall bathroom and open up her litter box, put a pee pad down under it, put the litter on it, hope and pray that she goes. She went one time the last time I traveled with her, and then the entire flight, she's just holding it. It's 5.5 hours, but she's drugged, and I make sure to not give her as much liquid. Before, you have to kind of like not give them a lot of liquid, not give them like a whole bunch of food before. So sometimes their anxiety also makes them hold their pee anyways.
Gotcha.
But she has a pee pad in her carrier just in case, because it's like, well, she's got to go. If she pees in it, then you know it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a.
I was just curious because I just didn't know.
No, it's the hardest part about traveling with a cat specifically is the pee situation, because the pet relief area is not.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you travel with your cat now, but I guess.
Well, I only really did it for one big trip, but it felt like a million years because it was like a trip that was first nonstop, and then there was a layover on the way back, and so I really feel like I got it down now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recently flew JetBlue, and they have a like snack closet.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can access it at any point.
What?
During your flight. Well, not takeoff and landing.
Yeah. What? I haven't flown JetBlue in years because there's not a good one for the flight that I normally take. Oh my god.
Yeah, LAX to JFK.
Well, now I gotta go to New York. So
the snacks are fine. They have chewy bars.
Okay. Yeah.
And I hate when you're eating one of those and then someone's like, that doesn't have any protein in it.
I don't care.
Did I ask?
I didn't. What? Maybe I don't want protein.
It's chewy.
Protein burger, protein lip gloss, protein soda, protein gum. I don't need everything to protein max.
And often
it's a chewy bar.
Often eating a protein bar is the worst thing you have to do in a day. Often it's akin to getting shot in the head.
It is. Just shoot me. Okay? Because I don't want to eat a protein bar.
No, they're disgusting.
They're not very good. And especially personally, as somebody who cannot eat protein bars that have whey protein in them, it's even harder, because then it not only tastes like a nasty protein bar, but now it is very chalky and very nasty and disgusting and crumbly.
One of the only like protein forward bars that I eat recently is Aloha bars.
I don't think I have an Aloha bar.
I do not believe they have whey protein, but they have a lot of different flavors. I really like the cookies and cream one.
I love a cookies and cream anything. Yeah.
They are kind of pricey, but so are most protein bars. But yeah, I try not to eat them too often. One, because getting your protein from like actual food sources, like
Whole Foods, it's more efficient. It's better for your digestion.
Yeah, but it's like like sometimes when you need snack,
you to pick me up,
and it's also high in fiber. But also that's part of why I don't eat them super often. It's also because I'll find the protein bar and I'll be like, this is amazing, I love it. And then I eat one every day for a week, and then all of a sudden it's the worst thing I've ever eaten. And trying to eat it makes me feel like I'm gonna die.
100%. It's like a brick.
I was the person who got the economy the Financially Smart gigantic box of Bear Bells, because when I first tried Bear Bells, I was like, this is delicious.
When you first try a Bear Bell, it's amazing.
Yeah, you're like, this is basically a
candy bar. Yeah.
And then I ate 6 of them, and then all of a sudden I had all of these ones left, and I could not finish one.
Yeah.
I could eat maybe a third of it before I was like, ugh.
That's the thing. You really have to like only eat a protein bar when you need to.
Yeah.
For me, some people eat them every day and love them. Good for you, but I can't. I'm right there with you. I get so sick of that flavor.
Yeah.
But the texture. Because also a lot of the brands put like a lot of artificial sweetener to make up for the protein taste. And it's like, okay, now it tastes like super artificial sweetener, like aspartame, and it's too much. And I'm even a diet soda drinker, so it doesn't affect me that much, but it's like, okay, when it's a little too much of the overcompensating sweet, I'm like, I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little bit nauseous.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Anyways. I guess we can't really do a week check-in, but, you know.
You heard our thoughts about protein bars.
Yeah, you heard our thoughts about protein bars and Cuddy with a chance of meatballs, so I think we're good.
Oh, well, another thing I'm going to say. Being a carry-on warrior or whatever, and how I'm not, is that part of it is just that I am an overpacker. It's something that I am trying to fix about myself. It's something I'm working on.
Okay.
But also, like, I am not going to buy travel size products of my stuff. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money to get less value. And also, I don't like the reusable ones because, for one thing, you can never truly get them clean. Like, they are so hard to clean because of the way they're shaped. And so it's like, I am using moisturizer. I'm using moisturizer that has been in here for 2 years.
Yeah, it's expensive.
As well as the moisturizer I'm putting in and out. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, once you use it, you can't get all of the products out, so you're wasting product.
You waste a lot with travel size. I hate travel size.
So that, and it's like, yes, like checking a bag is expensive, but sometimes it's included, which most of the time the airline I usually fly on, Alaska, is baggage is included.
Yes, Alaska's solid.
But and it's also SFO is a big Alaska airport.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Which is the one I fly into when I visit my parents.
Yeah.
And I even for the occasional flight that I will take that's not Alaska, where I might have to pay for a bag, it's like, it seems more economical than trying to get a bunch of travel size products. Because
you waste money.
I'm Korean. I have a 10-step skincare routine.
Yeah.
I have a lot of products.
Yeah. You can't pare that down.
No.
Okay? If you pare that down, next thing you know, now it's going to take 2 months to get your skin back to where it was before.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. What is the cost of your time? What is the cost of your happiness?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can pay maybe a little $30 to check that.
And also I'm bringing 4 pairs of shoes and 20 pairs of underwear.
Yeah, because what if I poop myself 3 times a day?
And somehow not enough socks.
Never enough
Doesn't matter how many I bring, it's not enough.
I have so many pairs of socks and I never have enough socks. Where do they go?
No, I know. Well, the thing is that like I don't even have that many pairs of socks anymore. I swear I should have enough white ankles, or not white ankle socks, the other one. What's the opposite of ankle socks? Crew socks.
Yeah.
I always think that white crew socks or white ankle socks, because I think they're the socks that cover your ankle.
Cover the ankle, yeah.
But it's the opposite.
But I guess it's crew.
It's the socks that don't cover your ankle.
We're I don't know, we're in a crew. I don't know, why are they called crew socks? There's probably historical significance, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe when you do the sport crew.
Maybe.
But anyways, I should have enough white crew socks to like string together and climb out of like an 8-story building.
Absolutely.
And yet I have about 3 pairs and then a bunch of onesies.
Yeah, cause like donde está? Like you're like where did you go though?
And then I'm like, is there like some secret compartment in my laundry machine that if I open it, I'm just gonna find all of the white crew socks that I've lost?
Conspiracy. Okay, conspiracy theory. Hey, flat earthers, why don't y'all get off on this? Flat earthers, I think you guys need to spend some time thinking about the sock thief.
Yeah.
because
I'm pissed.
Because I'm affected. I don't care. I'm not affected by the shape of the earth.
Yeah.
Because, well, personally, I know it to be round. Don't attack me. However,
like in a sense, we are all affected by the shape of the earth.
Yes.
But in a much more real,
in a much more day-to-day sense, I'm
we're
affected
not.
by the sock thief.
Yeah.
I'm very impacted. So y'all get on that because I know y'all have time on your hands.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, 8 times out of 10, I'm wearing white crew socks.
8 times out of 10 is a really interesting.
Yeah, instead of 4 times out of 5. Yeah.
Or just 9 times out of 10 is normally what people go for, but you're giving a little more leeway, and I like that.
Because I would say there's 1.5 times out of 10. 3 times out of 20. 15%. Mm-hmm. Math minor.
Period.
I messed up the first time, but 50%. 50% chance I'm gonna wear some sort of like fun sock.
Yeah.
Something that like adds
a cutesy sock.
To the outfit.
Yeah, a little fan.
And then 80% of the time wearing my white crew sock. 5% of the time I'm wearing black crew socks because I'm going to a dance class where I'm not wearing shoes and I'm not trying to have white socks that turn black by the end of class.
Oh yeah, all of my white socks are gray on the bottom. I hate it.
Yeah, but like dance studios, it's like they're not just gray. Like,
it's nasty.
There's hair.
Yeah.
There's a toenail.
Again, DD make a do. Yeah. Toenail, that's not mine. Yeah. Okay.
One time my toenail fell off during a hot yoga class.
Fell off?
Yeah.
Well, did you like?
I was in upward dog, and then I went to downward dog, and I felt my foot felt like pain. I was like, "What is that?" And then I bent down, and there's my
entire nail.
Almost.
Oh.
Almost.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, part of my nail.
Well, at the club the night before, someone.
Oh well, that'll do it. Because I was gonna ask, did you get like a toe injury before? Because that's happened to me, where a part of my toenail falls off because of a toe injury.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that like it hurt in the moment that it came off, but after that it was fine.
Well, because then the pressure is released.
Yeah.
Because then it's it's not like,
I'm back okay.
Good. Yeah, mine are just now growing back normally after last year on my birthday, which was almost a full year ago. I went to Disneyland and walked for like 15 hours straight, and both of my toenails both of my big toes got completely bruised on the side from like the pinching in the side of my feet.
What shoes were you wearing?
I was wearing New Balances.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, New Balance. But I have a wider like toe, but I need a wider toe box because I don't have wide feet, but I just have a like slightly wide toes. And so y'all won't be able to see that because the feet people will get me. But I guess the bones in my feet just really want to splay out, and they don't want to be smushed together like this in a shoe.
Yeah, well, they're not supposed to be.
They're not supposed to be. My feet are very much like...
It just sucks with all the shoes that are like, oh, this is how your feet are supposed to be. They look crazy.
They look insane.
They look so bad.
Because they're so wide in the toe box. But right now I've been wearing my Nike Pegasus. I really like them. They're really good. They have enough room in the toe without looking insane. So I love them. But
my brother... like he lifts and stuff, and so do I, and he's been really trying to get me on the Vivo barefoot trend.
Oh, I know the barefoot. Well, when you lift, you have to. It's honestly better.
I wear flat shoes.
That's good.
I do, but the Vivo barefoot, it's both like extremely flat and then also wide toe box.
Wide toe box, yeah.
It's like it looks like clown shoes. They look so stupid.
You're better being barefoot in the gym.
Yeah, or in socks.
Sometimes socks,
Often when I squat, I'll just do socks. And that's why also my white socks are black.
Yeah, it happens, okay? We gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah. But, yeah, I have quite, like, narrow feet for the most part. But I do think that, like, I don't know, especially with, like, yoga and taekwondo, like, you're gripping through your feet and stuff. And so it's, like, good to, like, you know...
Let them relax. Let them hang out.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well,
should we a spin a huh?
Let's a spin a huh.
Let's a spin a this a wheel. Oh, also shout out to my mom. She said that she's Italian also because she's shaped like a pizza. And I was like, thank you, Mom. Yeah. I like that. All right. 1, 2, 3. We manifested this.
Whoa.
We manifested this. Whoa, wait. No, that actually, this keeps happening. We manifested the first episode too. It landed on dating apps. Wow, we talked about this.
We literally said that we wanted it to
We're like, dang it, we really wanted to land on dating apps. We're like, we're not gonna cheat, you know? But like, oh, wow, serendipity. Yeah. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, sure.
The dating app warrior. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
I
just...
yeah, I have been on dating apps for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I pretty much am not on dating apps anymore. I have had so many breakups and not that many. I've had so many breakups and not a single like boyfriend.
Okay, isn't that the craziest thing?
Yeah, I feel like I've gone through like 9 breakups.
Yeah.
I have had like one exclusive relationship, but who knows? Who knows with these titles?
Who knows?
I hate them.
Who knows?
No, it's like dating exclusively.
Dating exclusively.
Like in a relationship, but you have to ask to be my girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but they mess with your cranium just as much as anything else. They actually mess way more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Hinge was the main one that I used. I'm never going on that thing again.
Yeah, no.
Sorry to the battery's dying.
What?
Yes, I have been on Hinge for about 3 years now, except I'm not on Hinge anymore. Actually, I haven't been on Hinge in like 7 or 8 months actually.
Yeah.
And 6, 7. And
literally 6, 7, like what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hinge is really great if you're looking for love bombing.
Well, yes.
Yeah. It keeps happening and I keep falling for it.
Yeah.
But I've been on multiple. I was also on Raya. I technically still am on Raya. I just don't really use it, and I honestly should end my account because if I'm not using it, why am I paying for it?
That's true. Because it is a paid thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Raya is a really great way to get like reply guys.
What's reply guys?
Like guys who like consistently. Wow, you really don't know?
No.
I just thought that I had used that term in front of you before.
No.
Reply guys are people who are constantly liking or responding to your stories and stuff like that.
Okay.
And
interesting.
But like usually nothing really happens.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I do have many a reply guy that came from Raya specifically because like it's connected with your Instagram too.
Yeah.
And it's funny because in this past week, Mercury retrograde, 2 of my favorite long distance reply guys soft launched girlfriends on Maine.
It happens.
I was like,
it happens.
I'll be sad to see you go.
It's like I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And yeah. And then but also it's like like we were like never in the same city.
No.
And it's like one of those things where it's like if I were to visit their city, I'm not going to prioritize spending time with someone that I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, that's not I don't know. But anyways, that's what Raya is good for. And it's funny, I know I've talked to you about this, but sometimes I'll see really like cool hot girls come up on my explore, my like reels tab, and they'll be followed by all of my Raya matches. Like it's like and usually they're Asian, and I'm like,
oh, be like, oh, what's going on? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, something's afoot.
Yeah, because I'll be like looking at this picture or like this reel, and I'm like, oh my god, like this girl seems so cool, blah 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 blah, and then I look and it's just like followed by, and then it's like
oh, happened to her
7 people. Yeah, that I'm like, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think from Raya I've only met 3 people. And I've been on Raya for like a year. But yeah, and then I've been also on like a few others, like Coffee Meets Bagel. That one I was on for like a week. It was rough on there. I don't recommend.
Chop City.
I'm afraid to say.
Chop salad, it's okay.
I currently have accounts on The League and Cuffed.
Okay, The League I don't know, Cuffed I've heard of.
Cuffed, it's funny, at first I thought I was gonna have to, like, it wanted me to pay for Cuffed, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to pay for this,
No.
and then they gave it to me for free.
Oh. Hey!
Yeah, I just like, because I started my profile, and then it was like, okay, you ready to pay? And I was like, pay?
Hey! No, I'm not ready to pay.
Yeah, and then like a few weeks later, they were like, come back.
Oh, that's how they get you. Because they get enough people probably that are like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah.
And then,
Dang.
yeah, the League is connected with your LinkedIn.
Oh, there's no way I'm ever getting that because my LinkedIn is crickets. I'm like, according to LinkedIn, I am like still in college. Like I have nothing, because all the jobs that I've gotten had nothing to do with any kind of thing that I would have needed for LinkedIn. Like there's no correlation with that.
As an actor and like
You-
gig economy
yes.
person, LinkedIn doesn't help. Like I don't use
LinkedIn is-
LinkedIn like that.
LinkedIn has no purpose in the creative space.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's honestly like it just tells them like where I went to college
Yeah.
and also that like where I went to high school and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the funny thing is like with the League, the League and Cuffed are technically you apply for and then you get accepted. I don't know like how hard it is. Like Raya is also like that.
Yeah,
I don't know how hard it is to get on. I feel like what Raya like is known for being is just not what it actually is.
Yeah, it's not. Because
At
it's
least not
known for being
anymore.
like the celebrity dating app, but it's like, no, you just
Everyone
need a
on there,
referral.
like most of the guys on there, I saw someone say like it was Amanda McCants. She does a lot of the videos where it's like West Village Mom or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and I think she's so funny and hot.
Yeah, she's funny.
And she was saying that on Riot it was just mostly unemployed hot men. And
Yeah.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Like, or they all have like the kind
Industry
of jobs
adjacent.
where it's like, how are you
This is
paying
not a
for
real
your
job.
house in Westwood? You know what I mean? Like,
Rich family is always, the answer is rich family.
Yeah.
If you're ever curious, how is someone paying for something? It's either they have a job that, you know, everybody knows about, that nobody knows about, you know, selling pictures and things, or rich family.
or credit card debt.
Credit card debt. Everyone's in credit card
Everyone's in
debt.
credit card debt, but
Everyone's
that's a
in-
whole other
That's a whole other
conversation.
topic. Yes.
But everyone's in credit. Like,
Everyone's in credit card debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. If you're ever like, how is this person affording all that? Like, I'm so jealous of them.
Never be jealous.
They are in debt.
They are in debt. Okay,
They are in
everyone is flexing way more than they should technically be flexing.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
That reminds me of something I saw. And this is a divergence,
Do it.
but I saw something, and I don't know why this blew my mind the way it did, because it's like duh. But I saw something on Pinterest that was like, the goal, like always remember, the goal is to have fun and have a full life that you are happy and be happy. It's not to prove that you have a full life and are having fun and are happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so, like, sometimes, like, it's just like, sometimes you get really caught up, especially like being in the, like, being an actor and also like being in modeling and stuff. It's like sometimes I really feel the need to be like, I'm working so much, I'm doing all these creative things, I'm doing amazing, blah blah blah, and like post about it. And I feel that urge, especially when I am sort of like in a bit of a lull, like I haven't had a job in a minute, or I like don't really, like I'm not feeling a huge creative spark, and I feel this need to like prove that I am to other people. But then like when I am truly like in a really good place in my career, I don't that's when I like have the least urge to post. And I still will sometimes, but it's like it's not nearly as like pressing. Like when I have jobs, like I'm not for one thing, I never want to be seen as someone who is like hard to work with or a risk, because a lot of these, especially with modeling and acting actually, like you're signing NDAs or you're otherwise like contractually not supposed to be sharing information, and so like taking photos can be a risk and stuff like that, and you don't want to be seen as like a security risk. And also it's like you don't want to be like getting in the way of other people doing their job because you're trying to get content. And so it's like I rarely actually post when I have jobs. Like it like I don't know, but sometimes it's like you just need to like give yourself permission to like be happy in silence, or to like pursue what you want to do in silence.
Yeah.
And you know, that's not to say like you shouldn't post it. Lord knows I'm posting.
Yeah, and look at this. You know what I mean? It's like this is a whole creative endeavor that requires posting.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're doing it for the function of like, I need to prove to everybody how happy I am. I need to prove to everybody like how outside I am. I need to prove that. It's like it's not going to be as fulfilling as just like living in the moment and enjoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With what I will say about dating apps is that my brother, who is 8 years older than me, he met his now wife on Raya. No, on Bumble.
On Raya.
Sorry, he met his now wife on Bumble, which I've never tried.
Yeah.
I feel like what he met his now wife like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And like, I do think that dating apps were a different thing 8 years ago. I also think like COVID changed everything.
COVID changed a lot.
I feel like what the cycle that happens with apps is that like it first comes out and there's not a lot of people on it, and then you have a lot of people who are joining it who are really intentional about wanting to like find people and stuff like that, and then eventually they get popular and then everyone starts joining it, and for a while it's like this like really perfect medium, and then afterwards everything like it just gets really saturated with people who are honestly not necessarily, in my opinion, pursuing like deep connection. I think that's a lot of the people that and the thing is that a lot of people I think aren't forthcoming with that.
Yes.
On the apps. And it's like, if that's what you're looking for, that's fine.
Yeah.
But they're like, that is something that, and like, it's also okay if like you are looking for something serious and you're not looking for it with me. That's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
Lord knows, like, everyone's been in that position where you just don't feel a romantic spark and stuff like that. But I have, like, I feel like specifically with guys I've met on Hinge, like, more than in real life, the things they say, the future promising, the love bombing, it's crazy. And it took me a good amount of time to like figure out the patterns, and honestly it feels really good. And it's funny, the last guy who's like, I deleted Hinge because we had like gone exclusive and stuff. He was a person, I told him, I was like, I want to trust you, but you're not the first person who has like told me stuff about like feeling this like amazing connection, blah blah blah, like really wanting to get to know me. Like, you're not the first person who's told me that, and then like kind of switched up on me when I started letting my guard down. And he really leaned into the fact, and you know, and it's and you know, other things were also an issue with what that whole fling. But I what I will say is that like I think it's, you know, we keep talking about symptoms of problems, but it's like, I don't even think it's like these individual people's faults. Like, I think that what dating apps and like what current dating culture has kind of created is this whole idea that like there is always more people. There's always more people, and maybe I like someone better. And even though that's not like why the last one ended, but like with a lot of the other ones, and it's like the whole thing like illusion of choice, where it's like, like when you have 50 plus likes in your thing, then it's like you're going to have a different attitude towards the one person, like the one person you're messaging, or the 8 people you're messaging. And also, and I know you haven't had a chance to talk, so I'll just
you're good.
Like, it's funny, you've had like one really big dating app experience, I feel like,
I had one monumental dating app experience, and that is it. But we'll get to that.
But where, you know, I've been working for so long. But
you've been in this game.
And what the thing about cuffed is the idea that like you match with one person and that's the only person you're talking to. You're not seeing other people liking you. Like you can't go through your likes while you're talking to that one person.
Oh.
And so when you match with people, like you're matching with someone that you were like, I'm comfortable with this being the only person I'm talking to for the next like 5 days or something.
Okay, so there is a little more of a serious, like.
And then it expires after those 5 days. And there is one person that I was talking to, it was very nice conversation. Low-key, for some reason, he does not live in this state. I don't know how we ended up matching, how he ended up liking me. But I quite enjoy talking to him.
Maybe he was visiting. You know what I mean?
If anything, I might have been in his state, but I don't know, I was feeling real romantic one night.
Yes.
And so that's when I applied to the league and cuffed. And that was like a while, I feel like it was like May or something. And then I didn't actually like open cuffed after like they let me on, because like once they said I had to pay for it, I was like no. And then I didn't open it until like literally like last week, and then I matched with this guy. And so I don't think I set my location so that when I was in another state like it would move there, but maybe it did.
It just fell into your lap.
Yeah,
right into that phone.
But like, and I enjoyed talking with him and stuff, and like you know, we were able to contact each other still, even though our chat expired through other means. But like I haven't like gone through my likes since then. I've had other things going on. But yeah, I don't know, it's like it's nice having people to talk to, I guess. I don't know, I think I've been, since my last fling, I think I've been on one dating app date.
You've gone through a lot with the dating apps, so I don't know if it's necessary. Here's the thing. Well, here's how I feel about dating apps. I don't know how I feel about them yet. I'm terrified of them a little bit. I'm on one, and that's really big for me because before this, I'm on Hinge now. I was on Tinder freshman year of college, and it was a very different vibe, I think, than what people tell me Tinder is now. But at the time, it's like, well, it's freshman year of college, like, you kind of have your fingers crossed, and it's like, oh, maybe the cute guy that you saw across the quad is gonna like, you know, swipe on you on Tinder or whatever, which is exactly what happened. And then I was in a relationship for 6 years. So that was the only person that I ever actually had a conversation with on Tinder. The only person that ever left the app, the only person I'd ever met in person from Tinder, and then I dated him for 6 years. And I mean, like, it was wonderful, shout out, but it's like, obviously, I'll pay my respects. But it's obviously like, yes, I have this big success story from a dating app, but it also is kind of not, because we went to the same college. And so it's like, was it really a success story from a dating app? Or was it just like, you happened to both be on it and it was an icebreaker, but we were in the same class? Like the day after we matched, we were in the same class, and we found that out. So it's kind of like, well, it was gonna happen anyway. It was just in whatever timeline would have been different. But honestly, dating apps really do scare me. And also, like, being single now for a little over half a year, and, you know, opening myself up to the idea of getting to know people. That's what I describe. Because everyone, obviously, when someone gets in a breakup, everyone asks, okay, well, are you dating? Are you on the apps? Are you this? Are you that? And I'm like, pump the brakes. Jeez. Like, my heart is still healing. And I'm definitely like, because people have asked me, they're like, where are you within your breakup or whatever? And like, I can confidently say that I am not dwelling on my relationship. I miss a friendship that I no longer have, but I'm not dwelling on like, no, I'm alone now. It's like, no, I'm in a really happy place with my breakup where it's like, I'm alone and I actually enjoy my company and I actually enjoy who I am. And being alone doesn't have to be this big scary thing. It can actually be a really like freeing, beautiful thing if you just frame it that way. So what I've described it as, like, I am open to getting to know new people and having conversations with new people, and just like seeing where those conversations lead, seeing where that communication that I'm opening up with those people lead. It doesn't mean that I'm willing to jump into a relationship. And I make that clear, like on my profile, it's like I have like the short term open to long, because it's kind of like that is the essentially what I'm describing of like, I'll have casual conversation with people, I'll get to know people, I'm open to, if something turns into another long-term relationship, then it does. I'm not in control of that. I'm not in control of my feelings about another person.
Yeah.
I can't predict that. But what I can predict is that I don't have looking for a long-term commitment and I'm very serious, because some people, and I love that some people put like very clear intentions, whether they're lying or not, that's a different story, because I think a lot of people are lying about it. But you know, you see the guys on there, at least I'm seeing the guys on there that it's like, I'm only looking for a very serious like long-term girlfriend. If you're not wanting that, like that's cool, but please don't match with me, because that is my only intention. I'm like, I'm not putting stuff like that on mine, because that's not my intention. My intention is honestly to just like human connection, getting to know new people in, I won't say casual because I'm deeply troubled by that term. It's on the wheel. I have a serious problem with thinking any human relationship and interaction is casual, because it's never casual, because when we treat people casually, it's horrible. So I don't believe in that, but we'll get into that in another week. But I think a lighthearted way is kind of where I'm sitting right now.
Or with like just kind of like open expectations, which I think is a good way to go about it, because it's like, like if you're going into something like straight up, I always get a little freaked out when someone has like looking for like life partner.
Yeah.
Because it's like, to me, it's like, it almost feels like it's like they're looking to cast a role. You know what I mean? And it's like,
interesting.
Like they're looking to cast the role of their wife, and that's not. I want it like I do. Like I said, I don't remember if it was the last episode we just filmed or if it was this one, but it's like, like I do hope to one day be a wife and like get married and stuff. It was the last episode, I realized.
Yes, it was.
But I want it to be like someone wants to marry me, not like they want to marry someone and I'm there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so that always, to me, like I think I always have figuring out my dating goals, because but I think short relationship open to long, I'm like, that's just kind of like what dating is supposed to be, where it's like, like you are looking to like meet new people, and if it's meant to go on from there, like it is. My thing is, I don't mind people like not being able to define their dating goals on their profile. Like that's not what I'm talking about when I say like people not being upfront about their intentions. But I do know like a lot of the people, some of the people that I have gone on dates with or whatever, they were, and like it was something that they like they showed me, but it's like they were looking for something casual, they were looking to treat someone casually, but then like they would say certain things that were
not casual,
that would play with feelings. And that, to me, like I think it is something that has gotten a lot worse. And I don't know. The other thing about dating apps too is that like you find yourself talking to these people that you would never meet in real life. And in some ways that is really cool. Like there are opportunities to find people that like you might not have
crossed paths with.
And like that's great, but at the same time it's like sometimes I think there's a reason why you meet the people you do. It's like similar lifestyles, similar feelings, there's similar philosophies, beliefs, similar interests. Like those are why you meet people. And it's hard because like I do think like there are people out there who it's like they might work remotely a 9 to 5. God, I can't imagine. And it's like, so you're like inside your house like 40 hours a week. You might either not know that many people in the area, or your friends like it's very insular, you're not meeting new people, and so it's like dating apps are a way for you to break outside of that. But at the same time, like for someone like me, I have a lot of activities and interests that I do. I like to think that I have a pretty wide social circle. I'm meeting new people a lot. And I work I work multiple jobs outside of the house. And it's like, unfortunately, I've yet to meet or that's not even true. It's like I do meet people that I'll be interested in, maybe even go on dates with, that are out in the real world and stuff, but like so far nothing has turned into anything serious in a minute. But like me going on a dating app and then matching with someone who lives on the west side, who like completely different lifestyles, completely different interests, like who knows what else is different about us. It's like, why, like what is really bringing us together other than the fact that we both match with each other? Like like, you know, like what really is tying us together? And I guess I do just go back and forth between like I do think that there's the good and there's also the bad, and like having like this way of like getting to know people. But I think like even though I like literally, I don't know, I honestly might delete the other two apps that I'm still on.
Well, you're just a person that I think for you, especially in your lifestyle, you're just more likely to meet somebody in person because you are very outside. I think you described it in a good way where it's like, okay, if you like work remote, you work a 9 to 5, you don't really have time to go out, you don't have time to like, you're not diversifying your interests. Like you have so many things that you do all the time. Chances are you're going to stumble across another person who does at least one of those interesting things that you do, who is also interested in you. Like I mean, I'm not a statistician. I still don't know how to pronounce that word, but
I think that's right.
I think that's it. But it's like, I don't know the numbers on this, but I feel like you're more likely to meet somebody in person because you do so many interesting things. It hasn't happened yet, but that's fine. It doesn't need to happen on any sort of timeline.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's worth waiting for the right thing.
100%. And when you said about like, I want to be with somebody and I want to be someone's wife, not because they were just looking to have a wife, but because they loved me so much, they're like, I would marry you. Exactly. This is my problem with Love is Blind. Because Love is Blind, and just like a lot of the dating to marry TV shows. Yeah. Because their whole thing is like, I'm ready to be a wife. I'm ready to be a husband. I'm ready, and I understand dating with intention, courting, I get it. Yeah. Totally understand. However, if you have this idea, what is it? It's someone, I have a problem with everything being called a theory online because it's not a theory. You just said a couple things and then said theory at the end. It's not a theory. There's a definition of the word theory. Are you gravity? You're not a theory. However, taxi cab theory of like a guy will be in like multiple long-term relationships of women that could be his wife, but if his taxi cab light is not on, it doesn't matter. He's never gonna marry her. Once his light goes on, it's the first woman that checks enough boxes for him to propose. And this, I do think, is a phenomenon of like people in general. Maybe, I don't know if it's just men, I don't know if it's just women. Girl, I don't know all the facts. But the idea of like people closing their hearts and closing their minds to like relationships with other people just because they're like either ready for marriage or not ready for marriage, or ready for connection, not ready for connection. It's kind of like you actually can't plan that. Yeah. Like if you don't want to marry someone, you don't want to marry someone. That's point blank period, then don't marry them. But there's a weird kind of idea of like, no, I have to date to marry, and then as long as they check my boxes, we get married. There's no problem, so we get married. It's like, yeah, but do you feel so passionately about just this person that you'd marry them? Or would you marry any other Joe Schmo just because they also check your boxes? Yeah. It's like, again, marriage is not the prize. Marriage is a long-term life goal, but the actual marriage in itself, it's like a good marriage, that can be the prize. But just marriage? No, that's nothing. It doesn't prove anything. Yeah. No, it is. It's complicated. It is complicated. I will say, when it comes to like meeting people out and about, it's hard because so many of the things I do, like, I'm just meeting girls and gays. And the best company in the world. No complaints. My favorite two groups of people in the world. Absolute. So, like, except for my dad. The girls, gays, and my dad. Girls, gays, and dad. The girls includes my mom. That is true. Also my brothers. The girls, gays, my dad, my brothers. Yeah, your girls, gays, and your close family, of course. Yes. Yeah. But,
you know, when it comes to purely social relationships, it's like the girls and the gays are gonna win every time.
They're gonna win every time.
But it's like, yeah, like I really don't think I'm going to find my future husband at the Heels dance class.
Well,
or
yeah.
at improv class.
Yeah. Well, no.
Not improv class.
No,
well,
not another actor.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Lock me up, babe.
Oh, please.
No, I'm done.
No,
for a while I was treating Upright Citizens Brigade like
like speed dating.
Like speed dating.
You really? That's so okay. The LA people will laugh at that.
That was my watering hole.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. I like a jester.
Girl, that was my watering hole.
I like a jester.
Yeah, you do like a jester. But here's the thing: you gotta be, girl. You gotta be the jester. You gotta get a guy with a pension or something.
Yeah, because I am the funny one.
Yeah, you know.
And I don't get enough credit for it.
I feel so passionately about this. There are certain types of people. Okay, there are stars. There are people who light up every room. There are people who are very extroverted and very charismatic, love to work a room, not because they get anything from it, because it just makes them happy and it makes others around them happy. You are that kind of person. So you are a person that needs someone in your orbit, okay? You do not need to be in anyone else's orbit without it being given to you, because you're gonna be, no matter what, you're gonna orbit whoever you're with because you're a very loving person with a tender heart. That you can't escape that. But you need somebody who is equally as in your orbit, because you are a star, not the other way around. You don't need to be with a star.
Yeah.
You're the star. Why do we can't, we're not two stars. And no, I don't want a guy who's a star. Why are you a star? That's for me.
The hard thing is that.
I know, but you're attracted to a star. Well, that's because it's star power. If you don't have star quality, oh my God, I can't stop quoting that. But I understand the charismatic guy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, a showboater, and I'm not putting any claim on any ex or situation or whatever, because girl, I don't know any of them personally. I know you, and does anyone know any of them personally? That's another question. However, you are the one that is interesting and has star quality and who is like fascinating and whatever. We need somebody who's like, I'm attracted to your shine, to your sunlight. I'm not gonna leech off of it, and I'm not gonna expect you to be attracted to my star shine. No, I don't want that. Cause a guy that works a room, that guy's for everybody.
Yeah.
A man that is for the whole room, a man that is making everybody laugh.
That's community.
That's community. That is a community man.
Well, that's a hard. Finding out niche is community.
Oh, it's never niche. It's never niche.
You guys, it's not. It's not. It's community.
It's community. It's for the community. If you think, oh, here's this quirked up guy that seems really funny and charismatic and interesting and a little bit nerdy, that's not niche, girl. You think it's niche because maybe to you it feels unique. It's not niche because to every girl that feels unique.
Yeah.
Drag. But this honestly, no one person in mind. This is many people in mind.
Yeah.
And just that we know of, that we have observed in the wild, friends have gotten, because it's
Sof has had to watch me go through a lot.
I've watched Hil go through a lot. I've watched other friends as well go through a lot. I've observed all of it, and as I was in fact the girl who was in a relationship that was listening to all of her friends have relationship troubles and going like, oh well, I guess my troubles aren't to that extent, and then not realizing my own deficiencies that I had or that my relationship had that I maybe ignored because it was like, well, it's not bad. So it happens, you know what I mean? And I've witnessed a lot of some of the most loving people in the world constantly get disappointed by the same kind of like trope of guy. And it's always like, it's usually like a guy you met on the apps, or a guy who's, I don't know, maybe an actor, I don't know, maybe a magician, I don't know. I don't know anyone who's dated a magician, but that'd be kind of fun. But I
wouldn't trust them.
I wouldn't trust them because you can lie to an audience. I know you're lying about all those tricks. You can lie so easily, you're gonna lie to me. again, I think that's the thing. Like, I don't want you to be an actor because you're too good of a liar.
Yeah, and yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And also what I will say about like the person who's like in the 9 to 5, like that whole thing, is that I think I really love seeing. I feel like it's really popular these days to like do things like run clubs or like mahjong or like people are learning like pickleball or something.
Yeah.
Like these like kind of like
normie hobbies.
Yeah, or
I love.
and not even just normie, but like just like hobbies that are like
fun,
like frankly kind of niche. And it's like it's great because like best case scenario, you meet someone super hot and you fall in love.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you learn something new. I think that's something really special, like because I think like I mean I honestly I hate to, you know, it's rare that I will say that I feel bad for men, but I go on a date that's not, okay, actually, well, there's levels to this, because it's like, I've been on some, like, not great dates in the sense that, like, I knew immediately that, like, I wasn't attracted to them, or there wasn't a spark, and I stayed out the rest of the day. I always try to, like, give it a good college try, but, like, often, I have had many dates where I like go home just being like, okay, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
But men have to go on those dates and then they end up paying. You know what I mean? It's like
well, that's why the coffee date is on the rise, or the drinks date is on the rise.
Well, and I think I have a friend who's a guy, and I mean, it's not because he's trying to like not pay for people. Yeah. But it's just like, you know, like he's a busy guy. He has a job. He can't necessarily like section off like a weekday or weekend evening to like go get dinner with someone, you know. Yeah. So he does a FaceTime first to see like what the vibes are like.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. But at the same time though, men may have to, like who often sometimes men don't. Luckily I don't think I've been on a single dating app date where they haven't paid for my drink. I have been on one person who asked me out in person and then did not pay for my stuff.
I think I would walk out if someone didn't pay for something.
I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was just a little surprising. But everyone else has paid for me. But you know, thank you. It's very nice.
Lovely. Lovely.
But it's like women also have to worry about having violence committed against them.
Yeah, and that is a concern. With any man that is like, I don't want to pay on the first date because she gets a free meal and what do I get? You get to say that you went on a date with me.
Yeah. And also
you get to have a beautiful woman next to you. Is that not gift enough?
Also wage gap, pink tax.
Yes!
It evens out.
And you know what? Women, the amount of money that women put in to get ready for these dates when these men are wearing khaki shorts and a polo and didn't do anything and didn't pay for anything ahead of that date. That woman is wearing makeup on that date. That woman has her hair done. All of those things, the maintenance that most women do to themselves to get ready for a date, something that is like everyone wants to give the other person a respect of like looking nice and whatever, you want to be presentable, whatever. Women spend money doing that. If a man is not spending money getting himself ready, therefore man pay for date because cheap for man to get ready for date. Does that understand? Do you understand in your language? You know
and I'm always cognizant, like I wouldn't get lobster anyway because I don't like shellfish, but it's like, you know, like and it's like, it doesn't have to be like a steakhouse first date. In fact, I would feel a lot of pressure for that being a first date. I love a coffee, I love a drinks date.
Love a coffee, love a drinks. It's a nice way to vet it out. If you like each other, you can keep talking.
It's also like time-wise, easier.
It's easy, and you know what? If you just can't stop talking to that person, then hey, it naturally, now the conversation has flowed. Now you're naturally hanging out with each other. See how there's no expectations on anybody to have to perform, to where it's like now it's the end of the date and he just took me out to dinner and now there's this weird pressure of like, do I owe him anything? I know a lot of people hate the coffee date, drinks date situation because they're like, men aren't putting enough investment into dates. But on the flip side, as a woman, sometimes it could keep you a little bit safer because it's like, well then maybe if there's less investment in their eyes, maybe to the nefarious man who wants something out of you forcefully, it could possibly be a way for you to have more of an out. It gives you a little bit more safety, to be honest. And it sucks that we even have to think this way and consider that, because oh my god, that is so much just to be safe.
Yeah.
But it's the reality of our situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, with that in mind, it's like little PSA for all our friends who are dating out there. And again, we are being heteronormative in this episode.
We are.
We apologize.
That's our experience,
It's our experience.
okay? Because you know what? Maybe eventually we'll start having guests on there and they can give a different experience.
Yeah. But I can't.
Yeah, because we are not going to speak to anyone else's. We can only speak in the I perspective. Okay.
And so what I'll say is that for the girlies, you know, make sure that your friends know where you're going, who you're going with. They have a picture of the person you're meeting up with. I recommend meeting somewhere that's like you're gonna have other people around. I never let people pick me up or drop me off on the first date.
Yes.
And I also never like go to their house, and I never go on any kind of like hiking situation.
No.
Like
no.
Yeah, it's just a rule. It's just a rule I have. It doesn't matter how nice someone seems.
Nice they seem.
I just don't.
Everyone seems nice. Okay.
Yeah.
It means nothing.
And for the guys, be honest about your height.
Wait. For the girls also, share your location with your closest friends.
Yes.
Share your location. Okay. It's so important, girl. Okay? Yeah.
And maybe like, I don't know, put an air tag in your
put a little air tag, send a location, send check-in text. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and pick somebody who's trustworthy that is going to act if you don't message back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna text Hil. Because I know Hil has got my back.
Yeah.
Like, and that, you know what I mean? Like, that is, you gotta get someone reliable. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the guys, be honest about your height on the dating app. And I say this as someone who has had massive crushes on people who are shorter than me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a short guy if he's honest.
Yeah.
It's the lying that's the problem. That is the issue.
For one, it makes me think that you're insecure.
Yeah.
That's the impression it gives me.
Yeah.
Especially, it's one thing if it's like half an inch. It's another thing if it's noticeable. And there have been times where it's been noticeable.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Yeah. Because I promise you, like, I think I know one girl who is very strict about height. Like she does not feel attraction to people below a certain height, and it's literally because she is 6 feet tall. Like,
and like, what are we gonna do? You
know?
And
it's like for her, it's like it's not even they have to be 6 feet tall. It's like they have to be like 5'10". You know, it's like
even still, see, no one is more understanding than a tall woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like honestly, like women don't care about height nearly as much as like. I know like you'll see it and stuff, but it's like when it comes to like whether they like you or not, like your height does not matter.
No.
And then the other thing, you don't need to add a shirtless pic. In fact, a lot of us would prefer if you didn't. Yeah. Not because you don't look good. It's just it's a lot. It's overwhelming.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It sends a certain signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially it depends. It like if it's like you in the mirror and you're like flexing like and you're not breathing. It scares me.
It sends a very certain signal, and it's like if that is your intention of like only something physical, then I guess keep the shirtless pic. Yeah. But if you have like long-term relationship and it's a shirtless pic where you're like you are suffocating yourself by trying to flex, it is one of those things where it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
it gets a little.
You know, it's your prerogative. Do what you want, but you don't need to.
You don't need to.
It's not something that I'm thinking of. Like, what does this person look like shirtless?
And it is something that does scare a lot of women. Just letting you know. Yeah. Take the advice or not. That's your choice. But yeah.
And then, oh god, what was the last thing I was gonna say about?
Well, I have a tip for maybe it'll remind you or ring true. Where if you're going on a date with a woman and even if like the vibe is there and you're connecting and you go in to make some sort of a move and she's not comfortable with it or she flinches or she whatever, I beg of you to remember that a man's biggest fear on the date is awkward silence, and a woman's biggest fear on the date is, I've never met a woman that has a different biggest fear on a date, and it's getting killed or getting assaulted. So these fears are wildly different, okay? And this is a very real reality for every woman. There is always a feeling in the back of her head that, what if this happened? What if this happened? Keep it in mind. If a girl is like, oh, I thought she really liked me and I really liked her, but she didn't want to, give me a kiss at the end of the night, or, she wasn't super open to a hug. It's like, dude, you have to understand that she's scared.
Yeah.
Above all else, she's probably a little bit scared.
And what I'll say is that I've had the experience where guys will give me like a goodbye kiss where it's just like, it's like, oh, nice to meet you. I don't like that.
No.
And I think everyone I know, all the girls I know, also do not like that.
No.
For me, if I'm thinking like this might be someone like I have a nice love story with,
Yeah.
I don't want our first kiss to just be like, yeah, he leaned in at the end of our first date and was like, bye. Like,
yeah, don't do the goodbye.
It's not a hug, it's not a handshake.
It's not. This is not Love Island.
Yeah. For me, it's like I like the first kiss to be organic. And so if it happens to happen on the first date, that's
then
one
so
thing.
be it. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I like the first kiss to be romantic, and I think that a goodbye kiss is like the opposite of romantic.
Yeah, I think most women that I've talked to as well, they don't like the goodbye kiss. They don't like the little, because it's in passing, and it feels like, oh, it didn't really matter how the date went, or it didn't really matter what our conversation was. You're just kind of doing it to like almost check a box of like things I did on the first date. Boom, success, got a kiss. It's like, no, again, the kiss is not the prize, okay? The human connection that you built with somebody, that's the important part.
Yeah.
And so if you guys both mutually want to kiss each other, everybody knows what someone's body language is. Okay, let's hope everybody knows what body language is when someone wants to kiss you. I know some people can struggle with that. However, it's like you don't ever want to sneak attack goodbye kiss somebody.
Yeah. And I have had the experience where it's like, we were saying goodbye, and like it was very clear that we both wanted to kiss each other, and we did, and that was nice. But like I also have had the experience of like I didn't like this date, and then it's like goodbye, and then all of a sudden I'm getting kissed, and I'm like,
and it's like I don't know if my reflexes are going to be fast enough to like, whoa,
and
you know, and
sometimes part of me is just like you're
gonna freeze, you're gonna fawn, you're gonna just say, okay, let me just accept this and go, like that, and that sucks. You never don't put women in that position. Don't force a situation that could make someone really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it's like I get that like kissing someone for the first time is nerve-wracking.
Of course.
But like, and it's not like guys always have to initiate the kiss. Although I think that of all the guys I've ever kissed, only one of them have I initiated the first kiss.
I can't relate. I don't think I've necessarily initiated any first kiss. I don't think I have. But I haven't been dated. I haven't dated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have not dated. So I have a very different experience. I am in the very, very beginning of my dating experience. I've went on one first date, you guys, and and then it was 6 years. So I'm like, I don't have much, so like, ask me in a couple months in an episode on like dating. We'll do an updated episode. Yeah. But it's like this is really marking like the beginning of my dating journey, because I'm like, girl, I can't even say that I'm even beginning dating, because I still haven't been on a date. Yeah. I'm not trying to rush being on a date. So I'll have a little bit more of a sample size to deal with of just dates in the future, but it is one of those things where it's like you just feel a vibe with somebody. If you don't know how to feel that vibe, I'm sure there's a lot of people online that have a lot of tips and tricks of like how to tell if someone wants to kiss you. Don't go to, if there's a man, to all the men that want to genuinely date people and like not make women uncomfortable, if you're watching a video of like how to pick up girls, click off the video. That's not gonna be good. Go for a woman who's talking about what it's like to date guys and her sharing her experiences. You're gonna get a little more accurate information than a pickup artist. Yeah. If someone calls himself a pickup artist or a dating expert and it's a man, it should give you pause, okay? Because how do you know that's the truth, dude? You don't know how that woman is feeling. And this is genuinely for the men that honestly want to learn about dating. It's like, go for women talking about dating.
I will say, as well, like I also, when me and my ex-boyfriend broke up prior to my Hinge
journey,
escapades, I also really had not been on dates. In fact, me and that boyfriend didn't even like really go on a first date. We kind of like started
just fell into dating.
You know, like or like just not even started dating because we weren't going on dates. We just were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I will say that Hinge was a great way for someone who really hadn't was like in the beginning of my dating journey, like having the experiences. Like I hadn't like had someone like buy me dinner before.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I think
there's Parmesan in my shorts.
We got exposed that we ate pizza in the process of filming this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's why the lighting changed.
Yeah, the lighting changed. We had to charge the battery. Oh my god, we just got really exposed.
Yes.
But it is one of those things where it's like Hinge is, I can see already how it's like this is going to be very helpful and just like the idea of putting myself out there.
Sometimes it's nice to remember that there are people out there and that people who find you attractive.
Yes, it's very nice, and it you know, it really does feed the soul, because it's like, oh, I am beautiful. Oh, I am interesting. Even if maybe they don't even find you interesting, maybe they don't even find you beautiful. All I know is that, well, there was something about me that was interesting enough, you know, that you wanted to match with me, so then here we are, you know? And so it is like a bit of a confidence booster.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that maybe we treat it as women, to protect our own hearts, sometimes treating it as that too, because God knows that the men are treating it that way. They're treating it as a playground, so let's just treat it as a way to hype ourselves up a little bit.
Yeah. And along those lines, I will say, like, since my like fling ended and I like really I've gone on like some dates and stuff, but it's like not much else. Yeah. Like it has been very nice to have my reply guys. You guys make me feel great.
Y'all are holding it down, okay?
I can't lie.
Yeah, well, sometimes that's really what you need.
Appreciate you guys.
It's just a little reply guy to send you a little double tap on that story.
Yeah, and also the reply guys that I acknowledge, that's who I'm talking to.
Yeah, that's
the ones who continue to come back despite me not acknowledging or following them back.
That's
I'm aware. You've made it clear.
Yeah.
And I don't need it anymore.
No.
But the ones that, you know, like like you respond and then I like the message, or maybe a little witty comeback or whatever.
Yeah. That's called welcome contact. That is acknowledgement, mutual contact, okay?
Truly could not have gotten through it without you guys.
No, like y'all held it down. Y'all held it down for her, okay? Because sometimes you just need a little boost. Yeah.
And to the two who now are in relationships, I hope it works out for y'all. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
I miss you guys, but I will not be engaging.
Yeah, of course not. But hey, you know where home at.
Well, I was gonna say, hey, with my track record, I'll probably still be single if you guys end up falling apart.
Yeah,
so you don't ever come back, throw me another story, like I'll welcome you back with open arms.
Yeah.
But that's not until
the
relationship is over.
Of course, with respect to the current relationship, absolutely, and you know, current and perhaps final relationship, you know, but you know, open arms.
The back of her head in the shadow, and then the back of one of them's head, and then the shadow of the other girl. You seem lovely.
A nice soft launch.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm sure you guys are fantastic women. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're listening.
Yes,
obviously.
Amazing.
Both of them. Listen.
Hey, shout out.
Thanks for listening.
Wonderful. Thanks for listening. Like,
I hope you enjoy them.
Big ups. Like,
I've been keeping them warm for you.
Yeah.
I'll block them if you want me to.
Yeah. Hey, you shoot a DM. You feel it's a little bit weird.
Yeah. But truthfully, neither of them have replied to me.
No.
In like an amount of time where I'm like, you could have gotten a girlfriend.
Yeah. Nothing nefarious. Nothing nefarious has happened.
Yeah. There's another one.
Well, no.
But we're not
that
talking
is
about
nefarious.
that.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about. Oh, don't get me.
That person.
Don't get me started.
That person is muted and restricted now.
Good. Yes. Thank God. Oh. Take me to the king. Yeah. Not a singing Kanye. Well, speedrunning getting canceled. Oh my God. But First it was Thomas Edison, and now it's this.
God, oh God, I keep fumbling.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I could not think of a single other inventor,
The
and
point
also
still
I
stands.
didn't know about that.
The whole
I
point,
didn't know.
and the whole point still stands. Thomas Edison is only known for the light bulb. Still, no one knows about his kids.
And I didn't know.
She didn't know. Okay.
I'm sorry.
She didn't know. What is it when people go up to men, name a woman, okay, and everyone only says Oprah? Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, she's the woman.
Name a woman. How about my mom?
Yeah, how about
Not your mom. How about my mom? And I'm not gonna say her full name right now because I don't think she'd want that on the pod.
No, she wouldn't.
But what about my mom?
Yeah.
You know her?
Oh, they don't. They don't know. Hey, they don't know anything. Shame.
Tomato.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go with
getting
favorites. We're getting, the sun is going down.
We're sundowning.
I'm sundowning.
Anada's getting canceled for making fun of people all the
Oh
time.
no, we have to make a whole video of like, we are sorry that we said this, and this. We did not mean that. Oh, y'all. Getting canceled before anything.
Yeah.
Wonderful. However, weekly favorites. What is a favorite of yours on this fine week?
Ooh, what was mine?
Yeah. we're going a little nuts.
So Sienna Spiro, who, Die on This Hill, Visitor, You Stole a Show, very popular songs. Incredible voice. I love her aesthetic. I love her songwriting.
Yeah.
She has a song, Great Expectation, that's on her her debut album, actually. And I just heard it for the first time sometime in the past, 2 weeks, and I love it. I love it so much. I highly recommend. She sounds amazing, of course. And there's this line that's like, so I sing just to know I'm alive. And I'm like, I'm not singing just to know I'm alive.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. That's real. That's very...
Yeah. Sing just to know I'm alive.
Absolutely.
What about you, girl?
I'm really thinking. Oh, mine is also a song. It's Wildflower by RM of BTS and Eugene. It is it's his most popular solo song. I love all of his solo music, it's insane. But that song in particular has just really been making me feel like I'm levitating out of my body. And it's just been on repeat. It's not a new song by any means. It was not even on his last solo album. It was on the one before. It was on Indigo. It is a really, really good song. And I've been spamming it. And I've been, just singing along, wailing with it, really, screaming. But it's been a good, shower song. Because it's long, too. It's I think it's 5 minutes. And I'm like, the girls aren't making 5-minute songs anymore. Everyone's making a 2.5-minute song. I'm like, give me a bridge. Give me more. Give me something.
Yeah.
But I like that it's long. I like that it takes me places. And I've been really liking that song. Highly recommend. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you. We should do...
Oh, that's right. And we didn't do it the last time.
But our Instagram is Contain Yourself Pod. Our TikTok is also at Contain Yourself Pod. And our personal Instagrams, mine is Sophia.delgado28, very creative. And my TikTok is the name's Sof.
And my Instagram and TikTok is at Hilary, HeeeeLaree. You can also find all of this in the description too.
Yeah! We love you. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode.
Yes, love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Mwah!